Ah, man, we're live.
We are live.
Man, I wanted to talk some more shit about some people.
That would be awesome.
There's people doing all sorts of
Fucking Bills are gonna lose.
stuff. How about that? Like,
Bro,
your post when you posted that shit on Facebook, and then I, started waxing intellectually about football, blew people's minds.
even for me, I was like,
Yeah.
Eugene, stop it. Talk about comic books. Damn it.
yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Geeks That Lift, where we bring you everything from comic books, horror, and of course, the Geekverse. I am one of your hosts, Mark the Freakin' Reekin' Williams, joined by
Cole Nut.
There we go.
Yeah, guys, what's going on? Now, before you answer what's going on, let me tell all you newbies how to spell cocoa
you
nuts.
cool cat and kittens.
All you cool cats and kittens.
I had to.
Actually, I got something to talk about that. Real quick, how do you spell cocoa nut? Capital K, lowercase o. Capital K, lowercase o. Hyphen. Capital K, lowercase and lowercase u. Capital T. Exclamation point. Cocoa nut. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? How are things? How was your week? Was your week good? It was okay.
That was like a painful thing. Like,
Yeah. It's been a big week. We have a new president.
yeah, yes, we do.
So, if we could talk just a little smidgen of politics right now.
Okay.
Like, it seems like a big calm has come over the country.
A big sigh of relief.
A big sigh of fucking release. A release.
The country.
A release.
The country was waiting to exhale and
they exhaled. So we got a little Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's rolling over in her grave. She came out. She was like, crack his whack hell to the no. Angela Bassett, who hasn't aged in like 53 years.
Jesus.
Looking exactly the same. She exhaled. Who was the other one? Loretta Devine?
You know what's funny? Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
I was just watching Kindergarten Cop,
Uh-huh.
and she has a role in that movie.
Angela Bassett?
Angela Bassett.
In Kindergarten Cop?
She's one of the stewardesses when him and his partner are there.
No shit.
And the partner are flying to be the
Yeah.
She's one of the fucking
No
stewardesses.
shit. You know what?
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about it.
You know what? I have Kindergarten Cop on DVD, so I'm gonna have to crack it open and watch it. So new president, inauguration,
our first Madam Vice President.
Come
on, y'all.
Kamala Harris, which is weird that, not shitting on her name, it's a cool name, but I guess the pronunciation is Kamala Harris.
Yeah, not Kamala.
I'm used to Kamala.
Yeah.
The Ugandan headhunter from WWF. That dude.
Exactly.
Because I had a friend, actually Jess, who we were talking about it. This was a while back, and she was like, Kamala Harris, and this, that. I'm like, hey, it's Kamala. And she was like, no, people are saying Kamala. I was like, no, that's not how you pronounce it. And I'm thinking because it's spelled the same way that Ugandan headhunter's name was spelled. So I was like, no, it's Kamala. And she was like, oh shit, so we've been saying it wrong the whole time. I was like, yep. And then of course when I decided to get involved and start watching the news, I was like, Kamala. Oh shit, she was right. It's Kamala. All right. Don't I feel sheepish? But yeah, everything, I guess everything's going well. The fucking Angry Orange is out.
Yes.
And that's going to infuriate
so many people,
or has infuriated so many people, especially a few people that we consider
close friends,
tight, close family.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But hey, you win some, you lose some,
and
you live and you learn.
And it's funny too, because we've never really talked politics.
No, we haven't.
So nobody's really known where we stand on either. Obviously, now.
Yeah.
So yeah, glad that fucking Trump is gone. That dude fucked this country up for 4 years. Fucking motherfuckers coming out of the woodwork,
bro.
Racists, sexist, just everything. Everything was a free for all.
Oh fuck yeah!
In this country,
he made it okay to be a bigot.
He made it okay to be a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah,
and he's gone. All right, we got Biden, we got Harris. I think we're gonna do well. Now, if we could just get rid of this fucking coronavirus.
Yeah, that's the
Jesus Christ, COVID.
Can we send it bye-bye?
Please.
Already?
Please.
We've had enough.
Yes, we've had enough. Speaking of COVID, I'm going to talk real quick because now we're seeing with like the vaccines and everything. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a dim light. It's dim as fuck right now. Dim. I'm hurting, but there is a light. Remember how like all the movies that were supposed to come out last year and early this year and everything got pushed? Yeah. All right. Well, there's a whole slew of movies that got pushed again.
Yes.
So, real quick, Quiet Place 2 pushed. It's going to release now, tail end of 2021, September 17th, 2021. Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was supposed to come out in a couple months, that got pushed to November 11th, 2021. No Time to Die, the new James Bond movie, Daniel Craig. Who the fuck is Roger? Roger Craig is a football player.
Enough sports, bro. We said we were.
Oh my God! Now it's starting to like all come to me now. Didn't Roger Craig play for the Steelers? He did, didn't he? Oh my! You know what? I gotta stop. I'm like Will Ferrell in fucking Old School. Like blacking out and shit, talking sports. But yeah, with Daniel Craig, No Time to Die, his last outing as 007, that's not going to come out now. It was supposed to come out April, I think. Yes. Now it's not going to come out till October 2021. They did an Uncharted movie based on a video game with Tom Holland. That's going to come out December 11th or February 11th, 2022. That got pushed till next year.
Damn.
And that was supposed to come out later this year. Morbius.
I had that in mind, yeah.
That got pushed to November 8th.
November 8th? I had a thing said January 21st, 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
I got November 8th, 21.
Yeah,
who knows?
I read an article that says Morbius gets delayed again to January 21st, 2022.
Well, that's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
And then people are freaking out too, or industry people and studio people are freaking out because now we don't know how this is gonna affect the Sony Spider-Verse, especially with Spider-Man 3. Yep. Spider-Man 3 is still set to come out later on, I think later on this year, at the tail end of this year. So if they push Morbius, I don't know if that's gonna mess up with the narrative, because obviously they're gonna have end credit scenes that tie into shit and all that. So who knows? The Kingsman, which I've been eagerly anticipating.
The Kingsman, that's the prequel?
It's the prequel. Yeah, to the Kingsman movies. That got moved to that was supposed to come out, I think, next month or in March. That got pushed to August 2021.
Christ.
This year. So we got a lot of stuff that's still on the table. Most of the stuff got pushed, but it got pushed till later on this year. So we might still be getting shit this year. Who knows? I mean, right now, I think there's two big franchise tentpole movies that have yet to get pushed. The Fast and Furious movie, which I'm sure there'll be an announcement soon that's going to get pushed. And I forgot what the other one is. Also with that too, people are thinking that Black Widow is obviously going to get pushed, because I read an article that supposedly Black Widow might get distributed just like they're doing with the Warner Brothers movies, where they're doing in the theater and then they're doing on not HBO Max, Disney Plus, but they're doing the Disney Plus premium thing like they did with Mulan, which is dumb. I don't know if people are going to fucking go for that, but whatevs. So I'm pissed.
This is killing the industry, bro.
This is killing everything. This is killing everything. All right. Right now, because of everything, COVID and everything, I'm eating ramen noodles right now. So it's fucked up. But yeah, so all those movies got pushed. So I don't see any theaters opening anytime soon, to full capacity, half capacity, 25% capacity, anything. So, I mean, the movies are open right now, but like the drive-in's only open Friday and Saturday. Yeah. The theaters are, I think, only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday. And we only have 2 movie theaters here right now. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's my first piece of news.
All right. My first piece of news, in an article I read, rumor has it that HBO Max wants to relive and reboot and do not kind of a reboot, like a continuation of Batman the Animated Series.
I read something about that, where they're doing a sequel to it.
It was Kevin Smith who talked about it on his podcast,
Batman
Beyond, and said that he has it from reliable sources, that it's not a rumor, that it's actually happening.
Ooh, okay.
Because to this day, Batman the Animated Series stands as one of the best
It's the best fucking
animated
superhero cartoon
yes
ever.
Yes.
That's my that right there. That's the fucking reel to my fucking college, my first year here in Buffalo, my first freshman year in fucking college at Canisius. Was Batman the animated series.
That's what you were just fucking
yeah. Like this was before, DVRs and all that shit where, if you didn't have a fucking VCR, and even the VCR, you had to be there.
Yeah.
You couldn't program it.
Yeah.
So you had to hit there and hit play and record on it. But I remember it was playing it in 92. And I used to actually dorm in Bosch Hall at Canisius College. And one of my buddies who lived, I forgot his name too, so obviously he wasn't that close of a buddy, who lived down the hall a few doors from me. I remember the one day I was coming back from class, and I went into his room and be like, hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? And he's sitting there with like 4 other dudes, and they're watching Batman the Anime Series. I'm like, oh, Batman. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, you fan? He was like, yeah, I'm a fan. He was like, I watch this every day. So literally what he did is he tailored his class schedule around Batman the Animated Series.
Ain't that some
so he
shit.
wanted to make sure that he was off for that hour. I mean, it was a half-hour show, but for that hour, so that way he can get to his room, turn on the TV. Friends that wanted to watch could sit there and watch, and then go back. And then go back and do the rest of his day. I became one of those friends. I was there 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, watching Batman the Animated Series. I forgot what time it was on. I think it was like 1 or 2 o'clock or something, something like that, or 3. It was like mid afternoon. It was like after school.
Yep,
after school times. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that shit.
Listen, Batman the Animated Series is so good. Mark Hamill is the Joker. Oh my God, why is his name Batman?
Isn't it like
Kevin Conroy?
Kevin Conroy.
So yeah. I'm all down. I'm down. As long as they bring back Mark Hamill as a Joker, Kevin Conroy,
and we're good
before he dies.
Yeah.
Speaking of dying, you see Larry King died?
Yeah, 87 years old, man.
I mean, he looked like he was dead. So, I mean, have you seen him in interviews and shit for the last year or so? Like every time, I mean, he had his fucking nice suits with his fucking
scratching and clawing onto life, bro.
He wasn't scratching and clawing. He was just like, he looked like I mean, man, he just passed though. But
yeah, kind of, it's still fresh, bro. Still fresh.
Yeah. So I won't talk shit about him. But I mean, I'm not really talking shit. But dude looked like a zombie. He already looked like a reanimated corpse.
He did.
And I don't know what he died of, but he's 87. He lived a good life, and I mean, he was an icon. I mean, he did the whole interview thing. He's interviewed almost everybody of any sort of substance or note,
politicians, actors, everybody.
He just didn't care. He interviewed everybody.
Yep.
And with his style and everything, it was just he made everybody comfortable, and he was never really controversial.
Oh, but he talked some shit too.
Oh no, he talked some shit. He had his own opinions, but he was never like controversial.
Yeah,
like you and I might be. Don't want to tell you how many arguments I've gotten with people about the shit that I say on this show. Maybe not this show, before the cut though.
Oh, before the cut.
Definitely before the cut.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he passed away. That was just like a thing out of the blue here. What I want to talk about, and I hope you've done your homework. Did you watch WandaVision?
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
You didn't see the new one?
I haven't seen the new one because for some reason on my phone, I don't know if it's my PlayStation or something with because where I live, you have to get the internet through the building people now. I can't get it on its own.
Okay.
So I don't know if everybody's logging at the same time, but I watch it and it'll just kick me off.
Oh.
And then I got to wait, start it again, and it kicks me off. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to wait.
That's horseshit.
So I'll wait for maybe sometime during the weekend, like on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Early when most people should be in church. And I'll try to watch it then. Because during prime hours, every time I get on, it just kicks me off and I can't get my own internet.
Oh, man. So talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it.
I got some news here on it too.
Okay, so WandaVision premiered their first 3 episodes. They dropped 2 episodes, the first 2 episodes last week, and then they dropped their 3rd episode this week. Now, with the first 2 episodes, what do you think of the first 2 episodes?
Confusing as hell, but I mean...
Okay.
I don't know if they're taking... I mean, this is supposedly based on a comic storyline that happened in the 80s. Loosely.
Very, very loosely. That's what people are theorizing right now.
But it's like at the same time I was reading it, I was thinking if it was about that story arc where Wanda started creating alternate universes in the comics. Remember when she killed Hawkeye and everything?
House of M.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, is this the storyline that they're using? I'm like, can't be. But it's like, then you see the person like, Wanda, who's doing this to you? I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on in this shit? Like, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what's going on. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep watching because your mind can go so many different directions.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep watching. And I'm sure little by little, they'll start revealing more clues as episodes progress.
Well, the way it's going right now, like me, I love the first 2 episodes.
Yes.
I like the little homage to first episode was Dick Van Dyke.
Yep.
Second episode was Bewitched.
Yep.
Like I like the whole, I didn't think that I was going to dig the whole live in front of the studio audience sitcom template that they're using. But
those were shot in front of a live studio audience.
The first one was.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, the first one was definitely shot in front of a live studio audience. The creators of the show were actually toying with shooting all the episodes in front of a live studio audience, but I'm like, no, can't do it.
Yeah.
I kind of like that Marvel decided to go experimental and, just balls to the wall, try out something new and see if it sticks. I liked it. A few people that I talked to didn't dig it. Like they were like, didn't vibe with me. It was just the whole, it was a little too fucking slapsticky. It was a little too hokey. But I mean, here's the thing. Also, so speaking of Batman, Fat Man Beyond, I watched their episode on WandaVision and Kevin Smith loved it. But Mark Bernardin, he made a good point. He was like, I'm gonna watch it and I'm invested in the show. He was like, but the only reason I'm invested in the show and I want to see what happens is because I've invested in all the previous movies. So I know the lore, I know the storylines, I know where I have an idea where this is going. He was like, but if this was like a standalone show and you didn't have any movies to look back on and any a base for what's going on here, he was like, after the first episode, maybe the second episode, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good.
Really?
Yeah. So, and it's funny too, because a couple people that I talked to were the same way. They were like, I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it at all. It was kind of weird. And I don't know. And I didn't think I was going to dig it either. Seeing the previews and shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? But I like the stuff with the commercials.
Yes. It's always got something.
And it has a meaning to what's going on. Like at first you're like, what the fuck with the whole Dick Van Dyke thing in the beginning, the black and white shit. And after you start realizing little by little that this isn't like an actual like sitcom, that it's you start realizing that this shit is in somebody's head.
Yes.
Then you're like, okay. And then there was just like little things in the first 2 episodes alone that you start noticing or realizing that this is something that Wanda has made up. Maybe that she made up this pocket universe because of the grief and everything from losing Vision.
If you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, I'm about to spoil the shit out of it.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a one scene where the guy comes up from the manhole.
Yes.
And she goes, no. And it takes them back to when they're in the house. And so is she imagining it? Is she in a lab somewhere and somebody's implanting this or trying to abstract? Like it's so much going on that you're like, what the fuck?
Well, so with the 3rd episode, you get some answers. You get 1 or 2 answers, which is cool because I noticed too that all the naysayers and all the people that didn't quite dig the first 2 episodes are now hooked because of the third episode. Because of the 3rd episode. And because the 3rd episode answers some questions, some shit happens, and you're like, all right. I loved it, especially the ending of the episode. I was like, okay, good. This is what it is. But it still leaves mystery. There's still some shit that happened during the episode where I was like, all right, they're not going to answer that yet.
People aren't paying attention to a lot of stuff because even here, well, first, a lot of people are asking, when does this happen? Like the WandaVision timeline.
And imagine it's after Endgame.
It's at the one of the stars of the show who was in an interview. Her name is Tanaya Paris. I guess her name is.
Oh, she plays not Geraldine.
Yeah.
The black chick.
Her character.
Yeah.
First of all, she plays the girl from Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
So this has a tie-in to Captain Marvel too.
Yeah.
But she says that this show happens at the event after the events of Endgame.
Yeah.
So Vision is dead. Sorry, guys.
Dead.
He's not coming back. Vision's dead. Okay. So that's what the thing is. Like, are people trying to abstract something from Vision and he's imagining this? Is it Wanda imagining this? Like, what the? And you're going back and forth.
Well, that question gets answered in the third episode.
Oh, so yeah, I gotta catch it.
You gotta watch that. But yeah, it's cool how like there's a ton of Easter eggs. Just reverting back to previous Marvel movies, it's pushing everything forward, and it's cool how like the laugh track on the shows kind of throws you off because at first they're like laughing at the jokey stuff, but then it turns almost where when it gets serious, there's that laugh, and then it's almost like menacing.
Yes.
It's like okay, you shouldn't be laughing at that. Like it's weird shit. But I mean I like it. So far, I'm down.
I think this will be their best show out of all of them.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, because I think as it progresses. Well, Paul Bettany was on an article. He said that by the time the show ends, like the last few episodes, the last couple of episodes, he goes, those are going to hold up to the biggest battle scenes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like Endgame style, Infinity War style. Like that's going to be, it's at that level. I can't fucking wait.
I mean, we shall see. We shall see.
Wouldn't it be fucking weird if Hawkeye's show happens to be the best out of all of them?
No.
We know your hatred for Hawkeye.
I love Jeremy Renner. Don't like Hawkeye. Hawkeye is useless.
Really?
And pew, 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 pew. Oh shit! I ran out of arrows.
Every team needs an archer, bro. Every team needs an archer. They had one in Lord of the Rings. I mean, every team.
Pew, pew. Yeah, but Legolas was fucking awesome. He was like, he would throw arrows like a machine gun. Pew, 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 pew. And for some reason, he never ran out of arrows. All right, but yeah, like with now we got. I mean, you already saw the first two episodes. So the dude, the beekeeper guy that came out of the manhole, he had a fucking symbol on his back.
Yes,
and that was for Sword.
So yep.
And you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
So Sword stands for Sentient World Observation and Response Department. So basically they're S.H.I.E.L.D., but in space. Mm-hmm. So they deal with aliens and alien threats and all that shit, all space shit, where S.H.I.E.L.D. deals with everything on Earth. Now, I read something somewhere, of course, because I didn't keep up with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because I know at one point they go out in space.
Yes, they have there's like a whole 2 seasons worth.
2 seasons?
Almost like 2 seasons worth of fucking
space. It's like 50 episodes. That's awful.
Yeah, space dimensional shit. It's really
and then I saw like an article when I was doing research for this where they were like, oh, did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just set up Sword? And did they? Did they do anything with Sword on the TV show?
They did, because the symbol does appear in the later seasons. I think it's the last season.
Okay.
Of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't remember what episode it is, but I know it does appear in the Agent, because I think you saw the season when there was like 2 factions of S.H.I.E.L.D. When there was
the last season or the last storyline I saw, I left off with the Ghost Rider storyline, Robbie Reyes, and then afterwards there was a scene with the life model decoy, the female chick that she was turning evil or some shit. She turned
into Madam Hydra.
That's it. That's where I left it.
Yeah, in an alternate universe, where she was in a computer system, she turned into like Madam Hydra.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
But yeah, they did set that up because they battled not the Kree,
the Kree are the people that the Kree are the people that Ronan was part of the Kree Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's called the Kree. Then there's another episode where they fight like this intergalactical like almost like a fucking United Nations of fucking alien fucking people. The Kree is part of it. It's all different type of races that are part of it.
I don't want to, but is it going to be worth to fucking catch up on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I say just skip. I mean,
it's over now, right?
It's over. It's done with.
Yeah,
it's done. The season's There's only one episode I think you'd actually take enjoyment in. I was telling Brittany I got to text Eugene about this episode because there's one flashback episode because they start traveling in time.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they become time jumpers, almost like what they do in
Endgame,
and not in Endgame, but what they do in the DC one.
The DC one.
The DC show with the
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow, where they time jump and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, they start kind of doing the same thing where they're time jumping into different times and stuff like that. And in one, they jump back into the 80s.
Oh.
And Mac and another guy get stuck there.
Oh.
So the funny thing is that the whole show, because you don't know because you haven't seen it, but if you know, Mac's always got a fear of robots. He hates robots. And anytime something happens with robots, he goes, haven't you people seen any good horror movie? It's always the robots. So in that episode, they took that episode and based it off a chopping mall.
Oh.
Where the robots are shooting lasers and shit. And
I love me some chopping mall.
It was funny.
As a matter of fact, I recently finally was able to hook up Shudder onto my TV.
Okay.
And they have chopping mall, and I put that on my queue. Good old Barbara Crampton, love fucking chopping mall. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll eventually get back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when I don't have anything else to watch. But with all the fucking plethora of shit that's fucking coming out,
it's gonna be a while.
A long while.
Yeah,
a long while. So I mean, we got Sword. That's obviously in there, and they're doing something. So now people are theorizing. So I mean, do they have Wanda in like in a thing, and they're trying to keep her contained, or what's going on? Obviously, we talked about the commercials. The commercials every commercial has something to do with something traumatic that happened with her. So they got all the Easter eggs there. Now, another thing that people are theorizing, because a couple times the devil is mentioned in at least the first 2 episodes. People are talking about that maybe Mephisto is going to be making an appearance.
Well, that was set up Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, because isn't Mephisto supposed to be the main villain in that movie? That's what the rumors were when they first started talking about it.
I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, but Mephisto though is kind of like he's huge. He's the devil.
Yeah, he's
the Marvel Universe's version of the devil. So he's amazing. I mean, I think he's a bigger dude that maybe we'll introduce him in a movie or something. Not a TV show.
But probably just a mention of him now, so they start, because again, you know that, I know that. For the casual fan, they don't know that.
Yeah.
So just kind of getting the name,
maybe.
Maybe.
Also, the thing that I'm interested in is that, okay, so in the comic books, Wanda Maximoff, she's a mutant.
Yes.
And now, speaking of the comic book story, the House of M storyline, one of the main things that happened in House of M was that she uttered the words "no more mutants," and she got rid of all the mutants. So now another theory is that maybe they're doing a play on the House of M story, and instead of her getting rid of all the mutants, she might be introducing the mutants.
That would be fucking cool.
Into the MCU. Maybe. Who knows? Guess we're gonna have to tune in and watch. Also, Paul Bettany did an interview where he said there's an actor that's going to show up on the show later on in the season that he's been dying to work with for years. Totally secret. Don't know who the fuck it is. But he's popping up on the show. Now, I'm theorizing that depending on how this goes, remember when we talked about fucking Hugh Jackman and being in talks to, reprise Wolverine, at least for like one scene or one appearance. Maybe
it's Hugh Jackman.
And then they're going to tie in the Fox properties. Also, there was a thing that came out that Evan Peters, who played Quicksilver in the Fox First Class, X-Men First Class movies, that he may be showing up as Quicksilver on the series. And the reason they did that, and the reason that's coming up as a rumor, was because they, how all these, at the end of all these episodes, there's like a fucking 3-minute credit thing.
Yeah.
Of all the voice cast from all the different countries that this gets broadcast up. Well, I don't know if it was the Spanish or one of the other fucking countries, a voice actor for Evan Peters put out on social media that, happy to work on WandaVision or some shit. So kind of the cat's out of the bag that maybe Evan Peters is going to show up as Quicksilver and not Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is the Quicksilver that we know from the MCU. Yeah. Don't know. Also found out that Marvel reached out to Patrick Stewart to reprise Professor X.
Really?
And he declined. He said, no, I'm good. I'm done. Logan was it for me.
Yeah, he's old.
He's old. I know, but I mean, so that kind of shows you this is now, mind you, this is news that's coming out now. News that comes out now is shit that was in the works months ago, if not a year ago. So I don't know. I think we're gonna be seeing some mutants.
It could be,
I think we're going to be seeing some mutants on the show.
It could be, but well, that would make sense in the show because like I said, that would. But then I don't know, because the article that I read about Rogue was she was going to be the first mutant introduced into the MCU.
I know.
Technically, she is in the MCU because this is not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is their show universe here. Yeah. I don't know if they got a different name for it but in the Marvel movies, there still hasn't been a mutant.
But these are, but WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, all these are spinoffs of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah. And they all tie into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like this one's going to tie into, Doctor Strange too. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think because they're talking about multiverse, all this other stuff, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say we're gonna see mutants. We're gonna see something. We're gonna see either Wolverine. We're gonna see Professor X or Magneto, because Magneto is fucking Wanda's fucking dad.
Yeah.
So Wanda and Quicksilver's dad. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm right, bring it on. If I'm wrong, sorry.
So sorry.
All right. What else you got?
Let's see. Where was it? I was gonna read it. See, I keep losing my way. Okay. Sony, in an effort to move along their Spider-Man universe, they're thinking, or it's a rumor, I guess they're trying to find somebody to write a script or something like that. They want to introduce a new character.
Okay.
Dusk.
Oh.
You remember with Dusk, Ricochet, they had all these characters when Peter Parker disappeared and everything. They started releasing all these different characters.
Yes.
Like, could this be Peter Parker?
Really?
Could that be Peter Parker? Rumor has it that they want to introduce Dusk into the Sony Spider-Man universe.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're going to introduce everybody from a Spider-Man universe except Spider-Man. Watch, they're gonna throw this whole thing. Oh, I don't know, but we'll see. That's why I'm like, I dig that fucking Spider-Man was in the MCU movies and all that stuff, and then the storyline with him and Iron Man and Tony Stark and all that other stuff. Like that's cool. But now, unless Sony's playing hardball now. Like, Marvel's like, hey, give us Spider-Man, and Sony's like, fuck you, man. We're gonna do our own shit now. And then they're like, all right, well, let's play nice. And they're like, all right, we'll lend you Spider-Man for these movies. But, we're making our own movies. And you know what? You can have Spider-Man for a limited amount of time, but we're going to build a whole fucking cinematic Spider-Verse on our own without your help. And then we're going to take fucking Spider-Man back.
See, my biggest thing with that is that Sony has a track record of failing at that.
They have a track record of failing at that. But Venom did well.
Venom was better. Venom still wasn't the blockbuster that they hyped it up to be.
It wasn't a blockbuster, but it was good.
It was good. Compared to the other movies,
yes.
It was good.
Yes. So compared to fucking Spider-Man 3 Venom,
yes.
Topher Grace, that 70s show Venom.
Yes. I think Sony, check your ego. You got to check your ego here because you have Marvel who's got all these fucking years of material, source material just sitting there. And they're going to use the shit out of it.
One can even say that if it wasn't for Marvel stepping in, we wouldn't have any of this. There would be no Spider-Man right now. No. People would still be talking about what a piece of shit fucking Amazing Spider-Man was.
Yes.
Or Spider-Man 3 was. Like, people would still be talking that shit and be like, Spider-Man, another Spider-Man movie. Like, it would just be like that. They would recast again somebody else's Spider-Man. So
I think if Sony had tried to do another Spider-Man, it would have sucked tremendously because we would have had to go through the whole origin story again.
Yeah.
And like I said, with me, when it comes to two movies, Batman and Spider-Man, if you motherfuckers don't know their origin story by now, You're never going to know it.
Stop, yeah.
Because
Superman 2.
Superman 2.
Superman 2.
Every movie, they have to start, every time they reboot it, let's start with the origin. No, we know.
We know the fucking origin already.
We know the origin. We don't need it.
And you know what? And if you don't know the origin of fucking Batman, watch the fucking 6 other movies that they fucking made.
Fuck yeah. Jesus.
Previously. All right, we're going to go in. And, I hope to God they don't do the fucking origin story for the Batman.
They are. They are. Most of the scenes that you see, you can tell it's the origin story of him when he's young. Like he's a little bit young, and then he's like they show him like the pictures of him in his teenage years, and then when he's older.
Oh, we'll see.
So
that's gonna. All right.
I'm fucking tired of origin stories already.
Yeah, you need to stop the origin stories. Just make them. Just. You know what? Stop going in. Thinking that everybody's fucking dumb and they don't know the source material. By this point in time, Batman since the 60s, since the 50s. We know his origin story. Stop it.
Spider-Man, if you haven't seen a movie, you haven't read a comic book, you haven't played a video game, they're fucking cartoons, bro. Mm-hmm. Okay? You can get the origin story in any one of those mediums, bro.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Yes.
Knock it off.
Now, also a little bit of Marvel news. Thor, Love and Thunder starts filming this week.
Mm-hmm. I had that there too, yeah.
Did you see who joined the cast?
I did not see who joined the cast.
Matt Damon.
Really?
Yeah, Matt Damon's going to be in Thor, Love and Thunder. Don't know who he's playing, but as you know, Matt Damon was in.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it The Dark World? Right? No, wasn't Dark World. Or was it Ragnarok? It wasn't
Ragnarok.
It was Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, he played fucking actor Loki.
Yeah.
So don't know who he's playing, but Matt Damon's going to be in Thor, Love and Thunder.
Matt Damon's been in 2 Marvel movies.
What was the other one?
Deadpool 2.
Oh yeah. That doesn't count. That didn't count.
Most people won't recognize him.
That was a yeah.
He was in Deadpool 2.
Yeah. He was when Cable landed.
He was one of the hillbillies.
He was one of the hillbillies.
Yeah.
It was him and Alan Tudyk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Was that even English, bro?
That wasn't English. What's funny is that I heard stuff coming out of my mouth and I was reading, but I wasn't reading what was coming out of my mouth. And I just realized that it was gibberish that was coming out of my mouth. Bro. God, what's going on with me? I'm doing fucking WandaVision. Oh, speaking of, circling back real quick to WandaVision, now the title of the fucking show makes sense. Because we thought WandaVision was a play on Wanda Maximoff and Vision. No, it's WandaVision, like her fucking shit, like television. I get it. Sometimes I'm slow.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm slow. All right, what else you got?
We said we're strong, not smart.
Yeah. These are show muscles.
Once again, like you said, Black Widow expected to be delayed again, but I guess the Marvel is pushing for them to release it on Disney Plus, like you already talked about, though. Mm-hmm. So who knows if they're going to do that? So
they might do the what Warner Brothers is doing.
I just, like you said, I think they should. I mean, I'm not pumped to see the movie to begin with.
Neither am I. I'm not a Black Widow fan.
She's dead. What the fuck? I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
this movie happened before Infinity War, right?
This movie is supposed to be the events that happened after Civil War when she was in the course and she disappeared.
Yes.
That's when these events.
Yeah.
But what they're trying to do is they're trying to set up her sister, the blonde, to be the new.
Yeah, Florence Pugh is going to be the new Black Widow, which has already, because the movie's been delayed for so long because of fucking COVID. Yeah, they were like, after a few months, they were like, yep, Florence Pugh is going to be the new Black Widow. Okay. Cool.
Like, that's one thing I can't stand. Like, with all the delays, it's fucking up the timeline and it's kind of killing the vibe to see the movie. That's my problem.
Yeah, but that's why they're pumping up the TV shows.
I watch the TV shows. The TV shows aren't being delayed. Them fuckers are all done.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of the TV shows and being all done, so the next big show to drop on Disney Plus is going to be Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, based on that, I've been reading articles and stuff on it. I guess when Endgame ended,
yes,
pun intended, that right. We've been led to believe that Steve Rogers gave Falcon the shield, and we thought Falcon was going to be the next Captain America.
But if you pay attention,
that's what people keep talking about.
Yeah.
So, but when in the comics, when Captain America was done for a little bit, Bucky Barnes was the one who ended
Yes.
up being the next Captain America. So Winter Soldier ended up being the next Captain America. And then eventually Falcon became Captain America also. But he didn't go on record and saying that he's not Captain America. But what we found out, though, is that by the end of the series, of the first season of Falcon and Winter Soldier, we're going to have a definitive Captain America. We're going to know who the next Captain America is going to be. So we shall see.
Well, that's one thing I like. If you watch the show, if you watch the movie, technically Sam Wilson never really accepted the shield.
Yeah.
Like he didn't accept the mantle of Captain America.
Yeah.
He took the shield and then saw the ring. Like, oh, you want to tell me about her? He's like, no.
Yeah.
I don't think he never said, okay, I'm going to treat it. Or he never really accepted it.
Yeah.
He just took the shield. He never accepted the mantle.
Yeah.
So like I said, for me, that was one of my issues with the movie, how they skipped the whole storyline in the comics.
Yeah.
Because when Captain America died in Civil War in the comic books, Bucky stepped up as when he had the whole one-piece suit and it looked completely different.
Yep.
And he had guns, which Captain America never had a gun. Bucky Barnes had the guns.
Yep.
So it was really weird that they would do that. Maybe this is the course correct on that.
Maybe. I don't know.
We're getting a secret agent too in the show, so I'm not.
We're getting U.S. agent. I guess he's going to be the played by Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son.
Too many fucking names, bro. Huh. Who the fuck knows Kurt Russell's son's name?
Wyatt Russell.
Him. He does.
Playing U.S. agent. He was in that movie Overlord, which I'm sure you haven't seen yet.
No,
such a good movie about fucking zombie Nazis and shit. It's good. I don't know if they're Nazis, but yeah. But he was in that. He was pretty good. But normally he was the guy that played the fucking stoner football player in 22 Jump Street.
Really?
The one that had the bromance with fucking Channing Tatum's character. That's who Wyatt Russell is.
Really?
The guy with the hair and the beard. Yeah. That's who Wyatt Russell is. But also I'm excited too. I was actually just talking to Joe about this earlier today at the gym. I'm excited to see Baron Zemo in it. And we're going to get to see Baron Zemo with his fucking hood. But Joe said something where I was like, I don't remember seeing that. But I guess Baron Zemo is going to be working with Falcon and the Winter Soldier against U.S. Agent. I didn't see anything of that. I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I guess that's what's going on.
No, that's what's going on. That's it. Because Marvel is good at keeping shit on the wraps, bro.
Big time.
So there is a ton of fucking theories out there, man, on everything.
Big time. But there was a lot of leaked set photos of Wyatt Russell as U.S. agent. He's got the shield, he's got the thing, he's got all that. And then also you kind of saw him from behind in the trailer for Falcon and Winter Soldier, which was fucking awesome.
And see, but that's the thing, because the synopsis of the show when they pitched it, when it was first coming out, it was first talked about, was going to be Sam Wilson's fight to become Captain America and how the U.S. government didn't want him to be Captain America. And that's why the
racist
U.S. agent came in, because this is the person that they picked to be Captain America.
Could still be. So that could still be it.
But it's not looking like that in the trailers that I've seen.
I don't know. We'll see. Nobody knows. That's the thing. MCU likes keeping things under wraps. We're good with that.
They're doing a fucking phenomenal job, I'll tell you that.
But also, Anthony, speaking of Anthony Mackie, in another article that I read, it was pretty funny. He said, in terms of like WandaVision, when he saw it, he realized that the way the story was going to go with WandaVision, how they were going to do the throwbacks to the old sitcoms and everything.
Yeah.
For a little while, he thought that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was going to be in the same vein as Batman 66.
Yes, he did. Yes, I read that.
So I read that and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Although I like this approach that they're taking better. They're more serious. The more it's more Captain America Winter Soldier-esque.
Yes.
Where it's like the spy, espionage, all that shit. Which to me, fucking that Captain America Winter Soldier movie, I think I told you after I watched it again, a couple weeks ago, that jumped up as one of my favorite fucking Marvel movies.
It did?
It jumped up my list. That's a good fucking movie. And actually right now just finished fucking Black Panther. Oh man. Such a good fucking movie. Such a good movie.
Like I said, when people were so pumped with Winter Soldier that not most people realized, unless you were a Marvel fan, when they dropped Doctor Strange's name in the movie.
Yeah.
And you knew at that point, you knew a Doctor Strange movie was coming.
Yeah.
And I was telling Brittany, like, I would talk to people, you know, and I'm like, yo, you guys, did you hear that Doctor Strange? What do you mean? Like, the guy said his fucking name.
The guy said Stephen Strange.
He said Stephen Strange.
When
like,
they had him on the roof.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you, Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange. Like,
yeah.
You know
that. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, they dropped the name. That motherfucker's coming.
They love throwing like little fucking Easter eggs in there.
It's just like, not to cut you off again, sorry, but it's like an Endgame. I'm still waiting for Namor because when they started talking about the ocean and the earthquake, and it's like, you know, it's underwater.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna pop up.
You know,
he's gonna pop up.
Same thing happened with Doctor Strange. They mentioned him and then left it alone.
Yeah.
Here they mentioned something happening under the ocean, left it alone.
Yeah.
They're not gonna touch on it.
Nope.
I just want to know
planting little seeds.
I just want to know whose movie is he gonna premiere in.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Let's see. Do I have anything else Marvel related so we could just knock it out in one fucking stroke? No, I think that's it. That's all I got in terms of Marvel news. What do you got?
And one thing I forgot to write down here, but I know I saw it. Did you see that fucking clip from Kong versus Godzilla?
That was actually one of my pieces of news. Yes.
The trailer drops tomorrow.
The trailer drops this Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, this Sunday. I don't know why I said tomorrow, because depending on when you guys watching it, tomorrow might be a different day. So
yeah. So I mean, the trailer has dropped, guys.
Yeah,
by the time you watch this,
the trailer has
dropped. So yeah, we got Kong versus Godzilla coming up.
He's on the thing, and they're like you hear like he's gonna come after him. He'll come after Kong, and he's banging on thing, and Godzilla jumps up. I'm like, oh,
yeah. And there's already a ton of fucking shit, theories and shit coming out just from those little teaser footage.
Because Kong was the only one that didn't respond in Godzilla King of Monsters.
Yeah.
To the call. He was the only one that did not respond.
Yes. And now people are bitching, not bitching, but people are commenting, criticizing how, because we saw Kong Skull Island, which was obviously, one of the movies that brought us to this, because we knew inevitably it was going to happen. And they were talking about the size of Kong in Kong Skull Island. They were like, how the fuck is Kong going to battle Godzilla when he's not? He's about half the size of fucking Godzilla. Then they showed the fucking stills and then the teaser for the trailer on it, and you see the Godzilla or Kong is just as big as Godzilla. And they were like, how the fuck did that happen? So people were like, oh, that's bullshit, blah, 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 blah. So I guess it was mentioned in Kong Skull Island, which I actually just put on my queue on HBO Max because I'm going to rewatch it. I guess in the movie, they explained that Kong was like an adolescent. He was like a teenager in Kong Skull Island, which is why it was set in the 70s and all that. Now that Kong is present day, now he's full grown. He's a full grown adult. Gorilla or whatever the fuck he is.
Primate.
Titan. Which is why now him and Godzilla can stand toe to toe and eye to eye. So that makes sense. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people too that I was like, the fuck, man, Kong is not as big as Godzilla. In the movie Skull Island, how are they going to pull this off? And they explained it because if you see even the old movies, Godzilla is as big, if not bigger, than a building, a New York City building.
Yeah.
What is Kong known for?
Falling off the Empire State Building.
Falling off the Empire State Building. Climbed the fucking Empire State Building. Was just hanging out and just fucking swatting planes and shit and finger banging fucking Fay Ray. But so now this is the biggest Kong has ever been then.
Yeah.
So, all right. Kong was a teenager. Now he's
shit. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
So mind you, I grew up on the old Godzilla movie. So I remember that crappy fucking 1980s Godzilla that they did.
The one with Raymond Burr.
Yeah, that one was.
What is it called? Like Godzilla 1984 or something?
No, not the Godzilla. I'm probably the King Kong one. They did one in the 80s with King Kong. If I'm not mistaken, it was.
Wait a minute, with fucking with Jeff Bridges and fucking Jessica Lange.
Jessica Lange was one of those in it. Yes.
You didn't like that?
I didn't like it.
I liked it.
Really?
I liked it.
I didn't like it. Like he falls and they show his death and he's on the thing. And she's
and his heart's like, doing it. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm down. Listen, I'm down for fucking anything that's monsters and Godzilla and King Kong and Ghidorah and all that shit.
Like when I saw her Godzilla King of Beasts, like I wanted to see them all. Don't just give me Godzilla like they did in the fucking back in the 90s.
Yeah.
I want Godzilla. I want Mothra. I want.
Yes. Like, I want the big turtle. Yes. Whatever the fuck. Rodan.
You got to give me.
I want all of them.
You got to give me the two twins who sing the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if that's actually how they do it, but
I wanted it all, man.
Yeah. Like that's why I was so happy when Guillermo del Toro came out with Pacific Rim Job. Monsters just fucking rim jobbing each other.
No matter the conversation, you're always able to bring it back.
I always take it there.
Always.
Yeah. I always take it there. But we got, Pacific Rim Job, and we had the monsters, robots and monsters. Like I was like, what?
Yes.
I remember the person who I was dating at the time was like, why are you so excited? I'm like, bitch. She's like, doesn't look that good. I'm like, bitch, it's monsters and robots.
And crunchy
giant
granola.
Monsters,
No crunchy granola.
No crunchy granola.
Monsters and
no
robots.
Chinese food. It was fucking big ass giant robots battling big ass giant monsters.
And the motherfuckers had weapons too.
Man,
shit.
It was like Gundam and Voltron and all that shit, man. Shit that we as kids were like, man, if they did a live action movie, that would be awesome.
Almost like some of the robots kind of brought me back to that fucking like Robotech feel.
Yes.
Like I was like,
yes, Robotech, Gundam, all that shit, Voltron, all of it. Are you kidding me? I was like, eat it up. And then it didn't do that well. I'm like, motherfucker. And then they came out with the sequel. And I was like, all right, I'm down for some more. I don't give a shit. The story was shit, but I didn't give a shit. It was kind of like, it's actually kind of like with Godzilla, King of the Monsters. One of our buddies, Peter Vulo of Thursday Night Terrors, he just recently watched, I guess, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And he put a review out on Facebook, and it's actually pretty much what I thought of it. I was down for King of the Monsters. I wanted to see the monsters. I wanted to see fucking, King Ghidorah. I wanted the heads. I wanted to see Godzilla fucking battling motherfuckers, because the first Godzilla movie with Bryan Cranston, it wasn't horrible, but there wasn't a lot of Godzilla in it. Mm-hmm. Like I wanted to see fucking Godzilla. Like I don't want to see, oh shit, there's Godzilla, there's his leg. All right, gone. Like I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see Godzilla at the very end for like 5-10 minutes. That's it. No, so they gave us that. The story was shit. I did not care about the characters. I didn't care about fucking Eleven, who's in it from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown, and Vera Farmiga, and the dude from Friday Night Lights, like all that shit. I didn't give a fuck about any of that. I just wanted to see the monsters. I wanted to see the monsters fly. I wanted to see the monsters fucking battle each other. That's it. The battle scenes with the monsters were awesome.
Oh, fucking phenomenal.
Take the fucking story away. I was good. I'm good.
See, that was the good part about watching the old movies. You didn't understand what the fuck they were saying.
Oh
anyway,
my God.
So you just concentrated on what was going on.
That's it. The fucking man in the suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I you know what? I'm down for it. I can't wait for tomorrow when the fucking trailer drops. It better drop during the day, because us living in Buffalo, everybody else is going to be preoccupied.
Yeah, with fucking football.
We're not talking about that. We already talked about that. Ooh, I'm down.
Bro.
I'm down for Kong versus Godzilla. So what else you got?
That was pretty much it, man.
That was pretty much it?
Okay. You got?
Well, didn't you see the first images for Mortal Kombat?
Yes, I did.
The Mortal Kombat reboot.
Did you have the movies opening up?
With fight scene between Scorpion and Sub-Zero,
sets up there
before they became Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Yes. Supposedly it's going to set the bar high for opening fight scenes of a movie like ever. We'll see. I when I first heard about this movie getting rebooted or whatever, I was like, okay, it's time, but I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic about it. Then I saw the cast list and I was like, fuck. A bunch of fucking no-name actors.
Yeah.
The one that I was like, come on, where they cast Makad Brooks, who was Jimmy Olsen on Supergirl, the fucking black Jimmy Olsen, and as Jax. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Ugh. Then they said it was going to be a hard R. Then they said that we were going to see fatalities. I was like, okay, what'd you say? Okay, maybe I'll come back. And now we're seeing the first images from it, like the image of a pre-Scorpion, pre-Sub-Zero fighting, like the image of Sub-Zero doing the ice sword. There was an image of, later I confirmed that it was Kano
Yes.
They
with
got
the scar.
Kano with the scar. Then there was an image of Kano and Sonya Blade
Yes.
fighting. There's an image of somebody that looks like Johnny Cage, but Johnny Cage isn't anywhere in the cast list or anywhere. So it may or may not be Johnny Cage.
Is that the one that's like in a fight thing like that?
Yes.
No. That he is in a, that's the guy, I forgot his name is that actor, but he's on a show on Netflix called The Wu Assassins.
Okay.
And his character in the movie is a totally unrelated character to the video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a totally unrelated character.
Huh. Okay.
So, because even I'm looking, I'm like, okay, is that, like I'm pinpoint Sub-Zero, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then I said, where's, because the thing about Johnny Cage, and most people don't realize, Johnny Cage was based off of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to do him in the game.
Yeah.
He turned it down.
Yeah.
So everybody, like, if you know that,
one of his fucking moves is a split with the nut punch.
Yeah. So like, if you know that, you look for Johnny Cage. Like, Johnny Cage is one of the iconic characters. Where's Johnny Cage?
Yeah.
You can't have a Mortal Kombat without Johnny Cage. No pictures of fucking Johnny Cage.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, the one picture that I was like, ooh, was the one with Liu Kang with the fire coming out of his
hand. Yes.
And then he's back to back with Kung Lao.
Yes.
Oh, now the one that I was like, God damn it. McCad Brooks as fucking Jax
with the mustache,
with the arm, looking like a fucking Jack Steve Harvey.
That's what people are comparing him to. Literally on Facebook, they have pictures of him and Steve Harvey side by side.
Yeah. Listen, I understand that fucking that Jax in the video games, the early iterations of the video game had the fucking mustache, but he also had a flat top. So you know what? You could take some liberties with the character. You know, even the dude that played Jax, who was more Jax than this guy is in the sequel in Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation, he had a little mustache. Yep. But you know, he didn't have the fucking Steve Harvey. He didn't have like this. So, all right. I mean, I dug the mechanical with the bionic arms, but
I still say they should have picked Michael Jaleel White to play Jax.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
So we'll see. You know, Jax notwithstanding, you know what? I'm a little warm.
Yes, after seeing the pictures.
Now. Yeah.
And Kano, I mean, they changed it. I mean, he doesn't have the eye.
He should have the cybernetic eye, but yeah.
But okay, you're taking some liberties with it. I can take it, okay. But still, I'm looking forward to the fucking movie. I want to see it.
Yeah, so am I. Like I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan.
If you grew up in the 90s, you're a fucking.
So I'm sure they're gonna throw in like the later characters from the
Baraka,
game.
all the other ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I want Baraka,
Smoke, Lizard.
I want fucking Reptile. I want Smoke. I want Rain. I want
Katana.
Yeah.
You want Katana?
Yeah. I want the jokey character, Noob Saibot.
Wow.
I want the fucking cyborgs, the robots.
Yes.
The yellow one and the fucking red one. I forgot. Cyrex, I think it's called Cyrex or Cybex. No, Cybex is a fucking. Yeah. Wait a minute, is it Cybex?
No, Cybex is a weightlifting machine.
I know, but I thought or was it Cyrex?
It's probably Cyrex.
What do you guys? Let us know. But there's so many fucking characters. That's why I hope to God this movie does well. I mean, now in these times right now, who knows?
Yeah.
But I hope it gains enough traction where, you know, right away, based on the first weekend, because this is one of the movies that's going to drop in the theaters and on HBO Max at the same time. Hopefully it does fucking crazy business or crazy downloads or crazy views that Warner Brothers is like, let's get a sequel. Let's fast track that shit right away, like they did with fucking Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman was horrible. Oh, by the way, Wonder Woman, it's leaving to HBO Max. You got 2 more days to watch it. Actually, by the time you watch this, it'll be gone. Good riddance.
Yeah, I'm not trying to watch it again. So.
Good riddance. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I'm still is it to this day? Does it still have the standing Mortal Kombat as one of the best video game adaptations, or did somebody beat it?
There hasn't been.
I know for a while it had
it. Yeah, I mean that was the only movie. I mean, with the exception of Tomb Raider, because Tomb Raider made a sequel. They had Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie, and then they had Tomb Raider Cradle of Life, which was a sequel. And the only reason she did that is because she got to do stunts and shit and underwater stuff that she normally wouldn't get to do. And that's the only reason she did the movie. She had an awful British accent.
Not to mention the pay.
Yes, but I think that's the only comic book video game movie adaptation that was so popular and did so well that it garnered a sequel.
Okay.
And then the sequel fucking just
bombed.
God, it was so bad. It was so bad.
If you thought the first one was cheesy and you think it can't get any worse than this,
yes,
those motherfuckers said, "Here, hold my beer."
Yes. So speaking of Warner Brothers, now they're coming into the prequel game. I don't know how I feel about this yet. Mm-hmm. It has promise, but I'm like, how big of a fan are you of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
I read the article and I'm not at all. I'm a fan.
But you're
I'm a fan of of Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka.
Gene Wilder's. What did you think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp?
I'm not a fan of it.
It was okay. Like it was. I didn't like the way. I didn't like how it changed the ending of the first movie. Yes. Where there was a happy ending at the end and whatever, and then with Johnny Depp's one where he was like, "Oh, you won. You're gonna come with me?" No. Like it was just like, what the fuck? Like it delved a little deeper, but I kind of wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
For me, no matter what, the Gene Wilder one
will always be
always be the classic. That's the one I'm always going to go to. So Warner Brothers is making a Willy Wonka prequel now. They're eyeing Timothée Chalamet. I don't know where this fucking kid came from. I know that he's the lead character in Dune, which hasn't come out yet, but he was in some movie which got him noticed or whatever. So now he's like the go-to young kid
actor.
Yeah. Either Timothée Chalamet. I just like saying that name though. It sounds like a fucking like a wine.
You go through certain names that you like to say. Like when we always talk about Stranger Things, that one kid that you said his name was like super cool and you just kept saying it. Wolfgard.
Oh, Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, I mean, you just like you.
That's a fucking name, man. Finn Wolfhard. Look at that. That's like, what's your name? Finn Wolfhard. Yeah.
You would just say the name. I'm like, bro, you go through something.
Wolfhard, man. That's like, come on. That's like perfect, man. That's like a porn name, but it's your real name. Come on. Take this Wolfhard dick, Come on. So it's either Timothée Chalamet or Tom Holland.
Okay.
To play a young Willy Wonka. So right now, they're eyeing both of them.
I say let's not saturate too much Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's everywhere right now.
Popping up everywhere now.
He's everywhere right now.
He's got some shit. Is it on Netflix?
There's a Netflix movie coming out.
Yeah.
There's already another Netflix movie that came out. He's like in 3 or 4 things right now that's coming out, and that's either out or it's coming out. And good for him.
Yo, good for him.
He's playing Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie, the lead character, which is kind of weird because Nathan Drake is kind of like older and then but I get it. Hollywood wants to cast a young person to do the shit. So that way franchise and sequels, which is fucking stupid. But I guess they're eyeing either both of those one of those two to play Willy Wonka, and they already have a release date. So before he's even cast. So they're talking about March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, 2023.
Oh, okay.
So,
see, I'm weary with because for me, a prequel is just a liberty to do whatever you want with the property.
Yeah,
that's my problem.
Yeah,
and you can literally shit on a mythology or a classic by doing a prequel.
Yeah, you're making up your own shit.
Yeah, so it's like, do I don't want to. What are you gonna say? Where the Oompa Loompas came from? Like I don't want to know about that. Like, leave it the way it is.
Yeah, I didn't like the fucking Oompa Loompas in the Tim Burton.
Oh, no.
Charlie and the Chocolate
See, that's what comes with a lot of Tim Burton movies. They just go. He tries to make a story that's not dark even darker.
See, that I appreciate, though.
I don't know, because sometimes I think it goes over the top. I'm all about
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, but sometimes I think it's like a little bit over the top.
Batman Returns.
Yeah. But still, man.
I don't know.
Like that, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was like really over the top.
It was. I can appreciate it. I'm still a Tim Burton fan. I mean, I even like Planet of the Apes. His Planet of the Apes that he did with Marky Mark.
I did not like that.
I didn't like the ending, but
there was no explanation. That's what I'm saying. There was no explanation.
None.
I'm going back home. Oh, no, I'm not.
No, you're not. And he goes to the Lincoln Memorial and there's a big ape.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
All right. Oh, The Boys.
The Boys
showrunner Eric Kripke confirms that season 3 will have a hero-gasm.
Oh.
Now, there's a storyline. I bought all the graphic novels for The Boys just so that way I can read up, and because I love the show so much. I wasn't a fan. I'm not going to be one of those people who be like, "Yo, I knew about The Boys. You didn't know about The Boys?" Like, I knew of The Boys, but I never read the comic before the show came out. So once I heard that the show was coming out, went and bought all the fucking graphic novels. I haven't caught up on all of them yet, but I guess in the comics, Herogasm is an annual festival where superheroes meet in secret on a remote island for a Vought-sponsored orgy.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have superheroes fucking next season. Fucking on an island. And Vought, obviously, is the company that sponsors them. They're going to sponsor this orgy.
Okay.
Going to see some Maeve and some fucking Homelander and the Deep going deep and just deep fucking shit going out. I'm excited. Okay. I'm excited. We're going to see if Black Noir has a black cock.
I'm excited to get another season of The Boys.
So am I. And I'm glad that it was funny because one of our friends, Brian, got into The Boys. I got him into The Boys. You're welcome. And I guess he loved the first season. He liked the second season, and he got his wife into the seasons too. And she didn't like the second season as much as the first season.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I dug the second season.
I liked it
because it delved a little more into the story, whatever. I didn't like the storyline. Like, I think they like rushed it, and it was just in and out too quick with Billy Butcher and getting his wife and Homelander's kid and all that bullshit. I liked everything else. Mm-hmm. You know, I liked the mystery with the whole who was the fucking person that was exploding everybody's heads. Yeah, like all that. But yeah, it looks like they're not fucking around, and it looks like season 3 is going to be just as nasty, just as inappropriate as the last couple of seasons. So I'm excited about that. Man, Herogasm. The name of the episode is fucking Herogasm. So yeah, Eric Kripke actually put it up on Twitter and Instagram. Just the script. He was like, just wrote this next episode, and with the title Herogasm. Okay. So I'm excited. Also, speaking of excited, have you watched Eli Roth's History of Horror?
Fuck yeah.
On AMC?
Yes.
Okay, well, it just got renewed for a 3rd season.
Really?
I didn't even think that it was going to get past the first season. Because the first season, it dealt with, one episode's vampires, one episode werewolves, one episode's ghosts, one episode. So I was like, all right, well, they kind of covered everything. Another episode was slashers. They had slashers part 1 and 2. I was like, what are they going to do? Then they came back, fucking second season, fucking demon possession, haunted houses. The last episode was like his top 9 horror movies. Like, and now they're doing a 3rd season. 3rd season is like even crazier. Like, they're going to talk about sequels that don't suck. Like, that's one. Yeah, that's one that's very near and dear to my heart.
See, my biggest thing with horror, there's so many different. See, this is one thing that people don't understand. When you say horror, you're covering one vast genre of movie.
Yeah.
Within that horror, you have very different genres.
Many subgenres
in that horror. So you can't, if you say I'm a horror fan, and then people who like you who are a horror fan, you're gonna start breaking down different genres. People are like, what?
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to know the
what
difference.
Type of horror are you a fan of? Yeah. I'm a fan of all horror. No, you're not, because not everybody is a fan of all horror.
Like, do you like do you like gore? Are you into slasher films? Are you into like monsters, ghosts? Are you into fucking B movies? Like, what are you into that you say you're a horror fan? Like,
like with me, I'm a hardcore horror fan, but then I could tell you what I like and what I don't like. Like, you obviously know I don't fucking like ghost movies.
Exactly.
I can't fucking stand by boo. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like,
there's somebody on the screen going boo, and the audience. Oh.
Everybody's sitting there. The door moved. Oh, it's a ghost. Ghost movies, possession movies. All right. I'll swallow your soul. No. I'm into the more fucked up, the better. Like, I am a 100% gore hound. Mm-hmm. The more practical effects, the gorier for me, the better. The more fucked up, the better.
That's what I tell everybody. That's what made me fall in love with the fucking Saw series. That it got gorier as they fucking progressed.
Oh, actually, speaking of the Saw series, I read a fucking article today, as a matter of fact, that the new Saw movie, Spiral, by Chris Rock, is not going to be as violent or as gory as the previous Saw movies.
Of course it fucking won't.
That's bullshit. Know where your bread is buttered on both sides.
Not to mention, Chris Rock, you need a little help. I don't take you. What the fuck? I was about to say one thing, and I heard for grilled cheese. I'm like, what?
I'm so hungry right now. I'm so hungry, and I gotta pee. Like
Chris Rock needs all the help he can fucking get because I don't take you serious as an actor. So the more gore that we can concentrate on, don't have to concentrate on you as a bad actor.
Please.
I mean, it's better.
I don't know. We'll see. Again, that's another one. I'm gonna go see it. Because I'm a Saw fan and I'm a horror fan, and I'm gonna promote and fucking and support all horror. But yeah.
See, but that's like I said, when you started talking about that, like that's why his show can go on because there's so many fucking genres. There's subgenres, and then within those subgenres, there's subgenres.
Yeah.
So horror just keeps going and going and going. And different, like you can't say you're a fan of one version of horror and not another. It's so weird.
I'm down for it. I love it. I love every episode. Every episode, he goes into a deep dive on it, and he talks to all the fucking iconic directors and actors and people behind the scenes of these movies and what it meant for him and all this other shit. Although I do like, he's a little fucking, he's a little vain himself because he likes fucking throwing in his own movies in there. Oh yeah, of course. And talking about his own. He's like, in my movie Cabin Fever, in my movie Green Inferno.
Like my biggest thing is like I watched that one documentary, and I'm a horror fan. If I sat down for that long ass one that was on
Into the Darkness or In Search of Darkness on Shudder, it was 4 hours long.
But I watched that shit, and you know what I realized? Like, how the fuck did I pull off watching so many movies and having a fucking life too?
Oh yeah.
Because Brittany's like, Brittany went, did you see this movie? And I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah. The most iconic scene from this movie is this, and they go, boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Like, trust me.
I don't know if you saw on social media. One of my friends actually got it for me for Christmas. It's a poster, and it's got and it's scratch offs, and it's the 100 horror movies.
Oh, okay.
Like horror, 100 greatest horror movies or whatever, and it starts from like the 1920s all the way to present day.
Right, yeah.
And basically, it's just a scratch off where. Basically, I think it's 100 horror movies you need to watch. So basically, the scratch off is if you've seen the movie, scratch it off. And don't you know? I was looking, I was like, saw it. Like basically, I can scratch off the whole fucking poster with the exception of 3 movies. Really? And it's 3 movies from like the 20s and 30s, which I have yet. And I was like, what the fuck is that? But I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it yet. Everything else, I'm like. Saw it, love it, saw it, love it, not so good, saw it. It's crazy, but I don't know how we did it either. Where we went to sports. We're so well versed in we've seen practically everything of note or worth that's like popular. With nostalgic people, and still had time to do homework and have a life and play with our friends and do sports and hang out and just.
I don't know how the fuck we pulled it off.
I don't fucking know. Like now I can barely do shit. I don't think there's enough hours a day just to work.
Oh shit. Thank you.
Just to work, let alone make time to go out to dinner, go to the movies, watch a TV show, or binge watch a whole show. It's crazy. It's insane.
I remember there were days when I was growing up, and I'm sure you had them too, where I would just sit. If it was in front of Showtime, WHT, Captain USA, up all night, and just watch movie after movie.
Yeah.
If they played it, my ass sat there and watched it.
And didn't fall asleep either.
Nope.
Like now there's times now where I'll sit there and I'll watch something depending on the time of the day that is. Actually, not even depending on the time of the day. Anytime. If the couch or the chair is comfortable enough,
I'm out.
I'm not in the fuck off.
I am not in the fuck
off. But not back in the day. In the day, I was like this.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then commercial break, go pee, grab something to eat or drink, come back. Watch whatever the next movie is.
I was that one
2, 3, 4 movies in a row.
And if I was into it, my mom would walk in front of me. I'm like, she could be yelling at me. And I'm just like, bro, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people, that's what gets me angry when people say, I haven't seen that. Like I did things when I was a kid. So did fucking
So did I.
I wasn't sitting around. I mean, it looks like I was sitting around the TV all the fucking time. But I played sports, did martial arts. I mean, I did a lot of shit.
We were very good with time management.
Must have been, bro, because damn. Jesus.
We were very good with time management. Last piece of news, I actually just figured We can talk about it. It's not really news, but did you see that they dropped the new trailer for the full trailer for Superman and Lois?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it because I don't know if I'm gonna watch the show, bro.
I'm gonna watch. It's Superman. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch it. You know me.
The way you told me
3
about
episodes.
them going to Smallville, it was like, it kind of killed the whole thing for me.
Well, it's not very promising. I watched the full trailer, and remember how I told you that they have teenage boys?
Yeah.
And, he I guess Superman and Lois leave Metropolis, move back to Smallville, get on the farm. He wants to do his Clark Kent thing, raise a family, blah, blah, blah. They have the kids, 2 teenage boys. Trouble finds them in Smallville. And so Superman has to show up and save the day. Now, the one lynch about this, it's Superman and Lois, Clark Kent and Lois. They have 2 teenage boys. The 2 teenage boys do not know that their dad is Superman.
Really? Okay.
So that's like one of the plots of the fucking show is that their fucking kids don't know that he's Superman. And then there's a scene, I guess, in the trailer where he's talking to them and they were like, wait a minute, you're Superman? And he was like, yeah, da, da, da. And then there's a scene where he's picking up a fucking pickup truck, or I don't know. The effects were okay. I'm digging the new suit.
I do like the new suit.
They show flying and shit. I'm digging it. I'm going to give it a couple episodes. I'm going to give it a few episodes. I'm going to give it more of a chance than I did Batwoman.
I
refuse to go back to Batwoman.
I gave Batwoman. Mo, I want to see the new season now with the new chick. I'm going to give that one.
I do not. You can tell me how that is.
The same chance I gave this one.
You can tell me how that is. Actually, speaking of, have we talked about Titans on here?
Yeah.
We have.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the costumes and shit for season 3?
Yeah.
The new costume for Starfire?
I'm just
finally.
Yes, I'm just wondering how, like I said, I told you before, what took you so long?
I don't know. But man, once I got a few episodes
you were like, yeah.
Yep. And then second season, Superboy, come on. And then Jason Todd's my favorite character. And then on top of that, because he's my favorite Robin, next to Damian Wayne, but fucking Jason Todd. Now there's fucking Jason Todd. Spoilers, at the end of fucking season 2, Wonder Girl dies, which I have a problem with that. Superboy was right around the corner. Actually, he was like 12 feet away. Why couldn't he save her? Why couldn't he be the one to fucking pick up the thing? Why'd she have to die? That didn't make any sense to me. I was like, all right, that's dumb. But Wonder Girl dies. She goes to Themyscira, or they take her to Themyscira. Raven goes with her. Jason Todd is like, fuck you guys, takes off on his own. What is it? Deathstroke's daughter, Ravager. She stays with them. So part of the team is still together. Dick Grayson, Robin is Robin anymore. He's Nightwing. But I guess, I don't know how they're going to do it, because there's pictures on the internet of the actor that plays Jason Todd on Titans dressed up as Red Hood. What?
Yeah.
What?
Let's bring in the Red Hood, man.
Listen, I'm all about Red Hood, but so then what are they going to do then? They're obviously not going to do Death of the Family.
No.
The storyline. So the Joker isn't going to kill fucking Jason Todd, and then Jason Todd gets taken by Ra's al Ghul, get put in a Lazarus pit, brings him back. He's all fucking crazy, and he becomes a fucking vengeful fucking hero, anti-hero, and he becomes the Red Hood. So how are they going to explain it?
They could explain it with the jealousy. Because remember, Jason Todd, and you can see in the show the jealousy he had of Dick Grayson. So
yeah. I like the way that the actor, the name escapes me right now, who plays Jason Todd. He's very true to the comic book. Jason Todd,
cocky, bash,
does his own shit, marches to the beat of his own drum, all that. He's rebellious, all that shit, which gets him in trouble in the comics.
Yes,
and gets him killed in the comics. So I'd be excited to see that, but I don't think the show's going to do that. So I want to see how they're going to turn him, or how he's going to revert and turn into Red Hood. Because if it's just like, fuck you guys, I left Batman, you guys don't like me, I'm going to go on my own, I'm going to be Red Hood. Like, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad if that's what they do. Fuck you guys, now I'm going to wear a red helmet. No. So
we have to see how they're going to, like I said,
we'll see.
That show, I mean, like I said, I bought the seasons because I just wanted to see the show. And I'm like, if it sucks, I'll give it to my kids. They like anything superhero.
Yeah.
Not knowing it was an adult.
That there's fucking
much.
There's vulgarity, there's violence, there's blood, there's fucking.
Now I didn't know those
nudity. There's fucking.
I told Brittany, I'm like, I can't give this to the kids, so I better like this fucking show. There's no way I can give these DVDs to my kids.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm fucking stoked. I am fucking stoked.
But then again, we eat up everything, man. Anything that has to do with DC, Marvel. You have to. And we said it before, you have to, because if you don't support it, it goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
So,
but again, like I said, out of the Berlanti-verse shows, the Flash was my favorite show.
Okay.
Fuck a Flash now. Titans is my favorite show out of all those goddamn shows.
Yeah.
Because, and like we have talked about it before, like it's a perfect, mature comic book show.
Mm-hmm.
Where all the other shows cater to the teenagers and the kids and all that, and the comic fans, older comic fans like you and I. But this one is a fucking mature show.
Yeah.
It doesn't try to insult us, insult our intelligence or anything. Like it gives just enough. The cast is young enough where, it tailors to like the kids and the younger demographic that they're going for. But then also the storylines and everything.
It's for mature. It's more mature.
It's for mature.
Yeah.
So
this show is like the figures now. It says adult collector. So this is for adult viewers. So
adult viewers.
Definitely.
Yes. You could be seeing this shit on Cinemax back in the day. Skinemax. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. You got anything else? You done? All right. We're done. Guys. I didn't think this was going to be a longish episode. And yet again, it is. It's longish. Kind of like not me down there. I'm not longish at all. I'm more like short-ish. Who knows? But guys, thanks for watching. Tell us what you guys think, as usual, of everything that we talked about. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your opinions on it? Also, maybe we missed some shit on here, some factoids that maybe fell through the cracks. The butt cracks.
No, I knew.
Did you know I was going to do that? Did you know?
The second you said crack, I'm like, he's going to somehow, man, this is going that way.
All right. You can reach us at
Geeks That Lift
at gmail.com. Also, we're on all the social media accounts. We're on
Facebook.
We're on
Instagram.
We're on
Twitter.
We're everywhere. We are everywhere. So drop us a line. Also, on top of that, you guys are watching us on Facebook right now. Thank you. We get a lot of fucking views on Facebook. We get a lot of love on Facebook. Now, I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys, after you watch this, when a new episode drops on YouTube, I need you to go to YouTube, go to the Beefmaster Network. Beefmaster Network on YouTube. Go in there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Once you hit that subscribe button and you hit that bell, you're going to hear... And then you're going to be like, hey, new episode of Geeks That Lift or Before the Cut premieres in 30 minutes.
And you get to see us and hear us just talking all this crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
You know you want to hear it.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about what other shows you got on there, because if you're a fan, and we do have a loyal fan base now,
yes, we do,
that watches, all the other looky-loos have gone by the wayside. So you know what? We need some more looky-loos. Bring them on. Spread the word. Spread them like that butter on both sides for the grilled cheese. I'm hungry.
I could tell.
I'm hungry.
That's the second time you brought up
get out of here.
cheese.
I'm going to drain the main vein, and I'm going to make a fucking grilled cheese because I'm fucking hungry. All right, guys. That's all we got. For the Geeks That Lift, I'm Coco Nut. Bye.
The freaking Rican.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace. Oh, about the Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Balls. I mean,
whoa.
No.
Hey, I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
Yes, you are.
If you want a handful of Dragon Balls, I mean, that's all on you,
put
man.
Put them in my mouth.